down, guys. One second.
Honey, you there. Let me think about
Don't
it.
make it not like what I think I told you.
When I was working on that car all the time, it took over my life. I was in the garage every night till like 11.
Are you going home after this? I could choose to.
Complaining about it all the time. The house being delivered and stuff. And one day she got all mad at me and I said, "Don't make me choose."
Let's call the meeting for the Planning Commission for May 16, 2019 to order. Get roll call.
Mr. Broderick?
Here.
Mr. Cox?
Here.
Mr. Crompton?
Here.
Mr. Dillon?
Here.
Ms. Fide?
Here.
Mr. Mystic?
Here.
Mr. Moore?
Here.
Mr. Rosanellis?
Here.
Okay, Mr. Chairman, the first item on our agenda is approval of the April 18th Plan Commission minutes. A motion would be in order.
A motion?
Motion.
Second.
Roll call.
Mr. Cox?
Yes.
Mr. Crompton?
Aye.
Mr. Dillon?
Here.
Ms. Fide?
Aye.
Mr. Mystic?
Aye.
Mr. Moore?
Aye.
Mr. Rosanellis?
Aye.
Mr. Broderick?
Aye.
Our next item is citizens to be heard on agenda items, and the maximum of 4-minute rule is in order. Is there anyone here to speak on any agenda item? Seeing none, we will move to the next item, and that is old business public hearing. We have no items under that heading. Next is old business, no public hearing. Again, no items. Under new business public hearing, our first item, is A-1-19, and I believe that request is being withdrawn. No vote necessary. Our next item is A-2-19 and PUD-1-19. The petitioner has requested that the proposed annexation of 40 acres at the northeast corner of Route 59 and Theodore Street, classification to B3, and that's general business zoning, approval of an annexation agreement, and preliminary planned unit development of Cobalt Commercial Subdivision be tabled to the June 20th, 2019 Plan Commission meeting. Approval of the tabling request will allow the petitioner additional time to refile the petition as a subdivision rather than a planned unit development. Staff is in favor of this request.
Okay. We have a motion to table the A-2-19 and PDU 119.
So moved.
Second.
Call roll.
Ms. Fide?
Aye.
Mr. Mystic?
Aye.
Mr. Moore?
Aye.
Mr. Broderick?
Aye.
Mr. Cox?
Aye.
Mr. Crompton?
Aye.
Mr. Rosanellis?
Aye.
Mr. Dillon?
Aye.
Thank you. Next item on the agenda is P-2-19, and that is the preliminary plat of Menards Joliet re-subdivision, a minor subdivision. The applicant and owner in this case is Menards Joliet re-subdivision. I'm sorry. Wow, we'll have to get that right. The requested action is approval of a preliminary plat of subdivision. Purpose is to reconfigure 2 commercial lots for future development. Existing zoning is B3 general business. Location 2526 through 2528 West Jefferson Street. The size is 1.5 acres. Existing land use undeveloped commercial. Surrounding land use and zoning: to the north is commercial B3, to the south is commercial I1, to the east is commercial B3, to the west is commercial B3. Under site history, the area of this site was originally annexed and zoned B3 in 1970. It was the site of the former Jefferson Square Mall and Wilderness Mall, which was demolished in 2005. The 1.4-acre subject site was part of lots 7 and 8 in the Menards Joliet subdivision, which was approved and recorded in June 2003. A special use permit request was heard at the Zoning Board of Appeals, and I believe they recommended approval, and that was held earlier today. Under special information, the petitioner is requesting approval of the two-lot minor subdivision in order to accommodate a Bell Tire store on Lot 1 and a future unknown commercial use on Lot 2. The minor subdivision includes a 20-foot shift of the common lot line to the west in order to make the Bell Tire lot slightly larger to accommodate the 10,000 square foot building footprint and accessory parking area. The proposed subdivision and development plans will comply with the B3 zoning code, the non-residential design standards, and the landscape ordinance. All public improvements will be required as per the subdivision regulations and the requirements of the Public Works and Utilities departments. Sewer and water connection fees and development impact fees will also be required as part of the future building permit. And just to fill in for the information under applicant owner, that would be Menard Incorporated Properties Division. And that concludes the staff report, Mr. Chairman.
Okay. Do we have the petitioner here?
Good afternoon.
Afternoon. You got anything to add to the report?
Not really a very comprehensive report. We're just trying to make sure we have enough room for our development so we don't have to ask for variances.
Any questions or comments from the commissioners?
I have one. This doesn't require a retention area or anything like that, does it?
No, we're connecting into the existing retention
All the
system.
city stuff? Okay.
Anything from the public? Seeing none? Do we have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Call roll?
Mr. Mystic?
Aye.
Mr. Moore?
Aye.
Mr. Broderick?
Aye.
Mr. Cox?
Aye.
Mr. Crompton?
Aye.
Ms. Fide?
Aye.
Mr. Rosanellis?
Aye.
Mr. Dillon?
Aye.
Thank you.
Sir, could we get your names for the meeting minutes?
Christopher Enright, E-N-R-I-G-H-T.
Thank you.
I'm sorry, Kendall.
It's okay. Okay, Mr. Chairman, the next item would be new business, no public hearing. We have no items listed. There are no items for the study session. There are no items for old or new business, not for final action or recommendation. We will move to public comments. Is there anyone in the audience wanting to speak regarding non-agenda items? Again, the 4-minute rule is in effect. Seeing none, is there a motion for adjournment?
Just before that, I got one question, Kendall, for
Sure.
you, if you wouldn't. Underneath the one we tabled, could you just give me a definition between the straight subdivision and a planned unit development?
Yes. So with the subdivision, well, let's start with the planned unit development. The planned unit development requires much more, I think, in the way of common design standards, a little bit more in the way of marketing support studies, if you will, for whatever the proposed uses are. The straight subdivision, if you can imagine, we do those when those other requirements aren't necessary or as necessary. So in this particular case, the straight subdivision is a better way forward because the other uses outside of what we know now as probably the initial project, which would be, I believe, a car sales lot, are unknown. And so it would be difficult to go through a planned unit development with the balance of that development being unknown. So it's better to start this as a subdivision.
Okay, thank you very much, and I'll make the motion for adjournment. Wait a second.
Second.
Call roll?
Mr. Broderick?
Aye.
Mr. Cox?
Aye.
Mr. Crompton?
Aye.
Mr. Dillon?
Aye.
Ms. Fide?
Aye.
Mr. Mystic?
Aye.
Mr. Moore?
Aye.
Mr. Rosanellis?
Aye.
Thank you.
Thank you.